Hi all, it is nearly dawn. I've been absent for about roughly 3 weeks. Um, my mother passed away suddenly on July 15th, and it was after going through some really bad, sudden brain hemorrhage, swelling, and then she passed away. It's going to take me a while to get over that. And, I mean, obviously I'll never get over it totally, but just to be able to make it through my day, it's going to take a while. I've had some issues with decisions about what to do about the weight loss surgery because obviously if something bad happened to me now, my mom's not there to help. I mean, my husband is, but my mom's not able to come to the rescue as she normally would. I don't know how to continue. I know I will. I get that part. Everybody does. I guess most people do anyway. But I've been struggling about what to do about the weight loss surgery because my mom was a beautiful person, always well put together. She would never get online with her hair pulled back and no makeup on. That wouldn't have happened, She's just not that kind of person. And, I'm very sad. And it occurred to me, I don't know if I'm doing the surgery for her or for me. I feel like it was both. She always wanted me to be thin. She did everything she could to encourage me to be thin. And she wasn't perfect at it, but she did everything she could that she knew to do. She'd never been an overweight person until late in her life. And she finally learned what it was like to be overweight. She really hated it. She didn't know what that was, how hard it was to lose weight. Anyway, she would have loved for me to lose weight and be thin and be different. And I was looking forward to it partly for her own sake. I really wanted her to enjoy having me be thin and healthy and not dragging and be able to keep up with her, My mom could walk circles around me. And I wanted her to be able to keep up with me and me to keep up with her, And now I'm just sad. And I know if something bad happened during surgery, my dad, I don't think he'd survive it. I just don't. I mean, he's terribly sad. And he's a little lost right now. And so the thing is, I have to decide, am I going to do this or not? There'll be no better time in the year for me to do it. I mean, it'll just get harder because, I'm supposed to have it at the end of August. And that would put me done in September with, the first couple of weeks of recovery and into, trying to get back into eating normal by the time my birthday, my daughter's birthday comes and, holidays and Christmas and all that. It'll be putting me back into learning my, what my new normal will be before all the holidays and everything hit. And I don't think I can wait until Christmas. I mean, well, for one thing, I have to redo all the insurance stuff. Not that that's the worst thing in the world, but I'd have to start over. I'm not going to do this during Christmas or during Thanksgiving. That would be torture, some kind of weird, self-torture. So it's kind of now, or I have to start over because I'd wait till the beginning of next year. So anyway, this isn't the happiest post ever, obviously, but I kind of wanted to record where I am and how I'm feeling. I've been wanting to do this for a few days, but I haven't been able to do it. I haven't had any time to be by myself. I did my mom's funeral, tip to tail. I did it all. I did all the cards and condolences and what are the flowers going to look like and picking out all the stuff. And, I worked with my dad on it to make sure we represented what he wanted, and And then, I came home for a week and I just kind of laid down and didn't do anything. Technically I worked, but I don't know that I'd say I put in a lot of, I don't know, I couldn't make anything useful to me happen. And then this past week I went up to my dad's house and I helped with the actual closing of my mom's estate, and all the paperwork has to be done. If you haven't done it yet, let me just tell you, being an executor of an estate is very difficult. So anyway, I don't envy anybody the task of having to close out their mother's estate. My mom was my best friend, and friends of my best friends that are here in the city I live in. And my mom, I lived out of state for my mom. And now I wish like hell I didn't live out of state. I wish I had been there. I didn't know. I had so little time. I had no idea. I would only have until now. I mean, my mom was so healthy. She was never sick. I mean, she barely ever caught a cold. She was a very healthy, very happy, very loving person, and I'm so lucky to have had her as my mother. But to lose her she was 68. I mean, you don't expect your mom to die suddenly, not car accident or something. You kind of think that can happen, but she just died of a stupid, dumb luck brain hemorrhage. They don't even know why. They just know it happened, and catastrophic results. And anyway, if there's any of you out there going through something like this, and you're trying to figure out what to do about weight loss surgery, I know where you are. I know how you feel. You don't want to do it for yourself anymore, but you have to, because that person would have wanted you to, but you also have to think about yourself and what do you want going forward. If I live as long as my mother did, I will have another, I don't know, roughly 27 years, right? Do I want to live like I'm living now for another 27 years? I don't think so. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go through with the surgery. I'm hoping nothing bad happens, because my dad will never forgive me for putting him through anything bad at this point on purpose and without having to. I mean, I think that's the worst thing, is I know he will just be ready to strangle me if I have something bad happen to me. And let's say I don't die, but I'm just incapacitated or something. He would not get over it. He would say, "Why are you doing such a thing when you know I can't handle it right now?" So, I don't know. Anyway, so sad post, but important to capture. It's an important part of my life. It's closing of a major chapter in my life, and it's a place I didn't think I'd be for another 20 years. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Thanks.